Now, if this is, in fact, Jesus' mission statement, then it's fitting that, at least in Luke's gospel, that at the beginning of his public ministry, the first record that we get, that this is where he starts. He starts by clarifying what he is going to do, what his purpose is. And so, as we said earlier, a mission statement typically represents three things for an organization. Remember, we said the who, the what, and the why. So let's just take those three frameworks for a moment and for the next few minutes, take Jesus' mission statement here as we find it in Luke, and let's place it within the frames of those three things. So what is Jesus' what as we hear it in these verses? Well, I think it's very simply is he's setting about to bring a universal releasing, a freeing, a letting loose of humanity, of God's children, from all the things that bind us. Jesus is intended to set about and bring freedom for God's people. That's his what. That's what he's aiming to do. The who, well, we can kind of go back and forth on that, whether we take it literally or not, but I think it actually is both. I think it's both literal and metaphorical. Jesus is very much setting about bringing freedom for those who are oppressed, who are in chains, who are bogged down, who are burdened. But in many ways, aren't we all? Aren't we all bogged down by the weights of our lives until we come into that salvation and that knowledge of Christ as our Lord? And so, yes, I think Jesus' mission is intended for all people. Yes, it is intended for those who are oppressed in all ways that we understand it. And then the why. Why Jesus does this? Well, that comes right off the pages just as clear as could be. The why is because God is the one who demands it. God is the one who ordains it, who sets these things in motion. The very words of the prophet Isaiah, Jesus says, "He has sent me to proclaim that captives will be released, that the blind will see." And so the why is very clear. It is God who is bringing about this good work through Jesus.